Hard to believe it, but it's week 16 of the Nosebleed section. And now here's the rewind in our game versus the Cheatin' Dunks. That's 3 in a row, Los Buoys. What do you got to say about that? Hey, last I checked, you do play in the NFL. What's funny is that everything that I have ever told you about your team has come to fruition. Our legacy is firmly set by the architect, the mastermind Al Davis, while yours is set by the Canadian Pat Bolin. Get ready next year at Invesco Field for maple syrup, round ham, and orange and blue flannel. Funny how you clown us for doing something only to wind up doing the same exact thing 2 years later. Well, let me give you cause to do something for your own self for once. Tim Tebow is a legitimate QB in the NFL. That guy was throwing laser beam 20 yards out all over the field. I'm proud to say my squad beat a team led by Tim Tebow. I would rather have 22 Tim Tebows lining up every Sunday than one Parrish Cox or Elvis Doomerville. Funny how in Oakland, it's always the fans that seem to be getting the raw end of the deal, while here in Denver, it's the players. The best thing for you to do, Bronco fan, is to draft the best player available when it comes your turn in the draft. As I gaze into my crystal ball, I can see number 7 riding out of the sunset in the AutoNation Special of the Week to save your sorry asses once again. I heard it said too many times over the last 7 years that the NFL is better when the Raiders are relevant, so what's your excuse, Denver? Nothing gives me greater satisfaction than seeing Bronco fan try to ridicule us for our playoff chances while they have none. Aren't there 2 other teams in this division that are supposed to be your rivals? Hey Bronco fools, how's that whole Raider hater thing working for you? Did I mention that was 3 in a row? Here's our breakdown in the game versus the Colts. Dolly Dagger, a.k.a. Peyton Manning, comes to the black hole this Sunday. Fresh out the United Football League, Dominic Rhodes has been signed and will be active for Sunday's game. Regardless of the playoffs, this would be a huge win for us. This team is beat up. It's a good scenario for us to get a win on Sunday. With a Kansas City win, our playoff hopes are dashed. And now for something completely random.
Okay, this Raider Nation right here, a Raider chapter here in Denver, Colorado, and say, go Raiders!
Nomedy needs to be on Reggie's ass all day long. We're due for a victory against this team. Nothing would say we're back like a win on Sunday. The Colts are the defending AFC champions. They went to the Super Bowl. Knocking them off would be a huge step for us. Regardless of what the producer Dick Meadowbrook says, I believe the Kansas City Chiefs will lose to the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. That lazy ass just wants a couple days off. Hey Dick, fuck you. Nothing says job security like telling your producer to fuck off. During a Colts game, 10 guys put on a uniform, Peyton Manning gets out his cape. The last time we played this team, we almost beat them. Wound up losing 21-14 on a last-second drive by guess who? Yep, that's right, number 18, P. Manning. The Raiders are 7-4 all-time against the Colts. This week's douchebag of the week are the 5 Ohio State football players who decided to trade autographed memorabilia for ink. Yes, tattoo work. Hey guys, you know what the rules are and you broke them. But come on, NCAA Mark Emmert strikes again and gets an honorable mention for douchebag of the week with his portrayal of let's suspend them for 5 games next year. Way to go, Mark. This week the Nosebleed section traveled to Sharps Roadhouse in Commerce City to visit the Oakland Raiders Soldiers Booster Club, a nationally recognized club with nationally recognized fans. And now here's a short interview with my good friend, Mr. Chris Ellis, president of the Colorado chapter of the Oakland Raiders Soldiers Booster Club that meets every week at Sharps Roadhouse in Commerce City. Chris, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing just fine. Go Raiders. What was your inclination to be president of this club and start one here in the Denver, of all places?
Well, it all started, lived in California, and we used to have Raider clubs out there. And so when I moved out here to Denver, there was really nothing going on, and so I decided to start a club. A friend of mine, Ty, he lives out in Kansas, and he came up with the idea of Oakland Raiders Soldiers Booster Club. And so he asked me if I wanted to come on board, and I was like, sure. So we started our Denver chapter out here.
And we're officially sanctioned by the Oakland Raiders, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are. And if you go on the Oakland Raiders website, you go on their booster clubs, and you'll see that we're official booster of the club.
That's great. We have a number 1 fan right here. Caesar, what's your last name?
Ponce.
Commerce City resident, how long?
About 7 years.
7 years? Right on. Just some of the members of Raider Nation here at Sharps Roadhouse, 6596 Highway 2, Commerce City, Colorado. And of course, any correspondence from you, the viewer, is always welcome. Feel free to contact us at RaiderDan@Facebook.com, RaiderDan at 5280 at Twitter, and of course, RaiderDan5280 at gmail.com.